am Nicole Wolf, and this is for Fundamentals of Speech 1608, Professor Gonzales class. So what would you say is the hardest job a person can do? Something that is completely underrated and looked down upon and most likely ignored in most spaces. Something that when a person would look at me and say, you don't do anything. All you do is nothing. And that would be your stay-at-home parents. And yes, I am a stay-at-home mom. There are roughly, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, 5,189,000 stay-at-home parents. That gives us 5 million stay-at-home mothers, and a new trend, 189,000 stay-at-home fathers. That seems to be growing and growing as the years go by. And with that, there are quite a few stereotypes that happen to go along with being a stay-at-home parent. We've got your classic, everybody knows her, June Cleaver. She's that perfect mom who does everything in a dress and heels and gets the house perfect, spotless, clean, and has cocktail hour waiting for her husband to get home at night. And then you've got classic movie, Mr. Mom. Mr. Mom is what most people think of a stay-at-home dad as being completely inept and not being able to run the household, let alone take care of his kids. And then my personal favorite, and I'm sure it's most of yours too, iconic Peg Bundy. She's the mom who literally did nothing on TV for years, sat around smoking, watching exercise shows, eating bonbons left and right, and spending her husband's money. Now, is that true? Is that really what a stay-at-home parent does? It's not. There's so much more to being a stay-at-home parent. So what is it that a stay-at-home parent really do? First, we have the Chief Executive Officer. Your stay-at-home mom and dad is the boss of the house. They have to run everything from top to bottom and keep it going. Without them, your house will totally fall apart. Next, especially if you have younger kids like I do, they're teachers, they're daycare providers, they're preschool teachers. It's our job to help teach these kids to prepare them for the future. And yes, you can say every other parent does that, but when you're a stay-at-home parent, you don't get that time off. You have to do it all day, all night. Next, you have Dr. Mom and Dr. Dad. We're there to kiss those boo-boos. We're there to fix the cuts, the scrapes, wipe noses, and everything else that's involved when your kids or you get sick. And we know that can be quite an ordeal. And then, what my son thinks I do all day, housekeeper and maid. It's my job to make sure the house is in perfect order. It's my job to make sure those toys get put away and the dishes are done and the laundry is done and everything else that's involved with keeping my house in perfect running order. And then chef and nutritionist. As a mom and a stay-at-home mom, it's my job to make sure that my family has well-balanced meals. It's my job to make sure that I can get my pesky, picky 3-year-old to eat something other than peanut butter and jelly. It's good, but you can only do so much peanut butter and jelly before you want to kill yourself. And then finally, our work weeks. Like I said, stay-at-home parents do not get time off. We don't. It's a 24-hour job. I miss going to work because I'd love to be able to have contact with other adults away from my 3-year-old at some point. This is why I'm going back to school. But your stay-at-home parents do a very hard job. We have to wear many hats. And not only are those hats inclusive, but they're never ending. So the next time you see a stay-at-home parent, the next time you look at one and you say, hey, what do you do all day? Well, this is what we do all day. We may be stay-at-home parents, but there's a lot more to that job than just sitting around like Peggy Bundy, eating those bonbons and smoking cigarettes all day.